This month, the world is in our backyard.
We treat the soccer in our country as a religion.
Soccer, football, whatever you call it, the love for the game is just the same. From Cape Verde's stunning World Cup debut to a sea of bagpipes and kilts, the collision of cultures has been an experience like no other.
It was so exciting! It was so exciting!
It's literally a dream come true. We've been waiting our entire lives for this.
This morning, how the World Cup is serving as a celebration of soccer, tradition, and community.
Hello, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jessica Brown. The World Cup is about making home countries proud and sometimes making history. In its first ever World Cup appearance, Cape Verde surprised soccer fans everywhere. The small island nation held Spain to a 0-0 draw on Monday. Spain had been one of the favorites to win the entire tournament. Well, here in Massachusetts, Blue Sharks fans are still in awe, and we have one of those fans with us right now. Joining me now is Paulo de Barros, president of the Cape Verdean Association of Boston. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure being here today.
I'm excited to have you. I love what you're wearing right now. We're still Team Cape Verde.
Proud of the colors of the country.
I love that. When Cape Verde tied up the match on Monday, we saw a lot of scenes like this. Take a look. Yep, that was at the Fan Fest in Boston. Okay, I have to ask you, what was your reaction to that match? How you feeling?
It was crying with joy, happy, and being proud of Cape Verde and the players and the country, a small country from all the way to West Coast Africa, coming to the World Cup, into the world stage, and being able to tie to Spain. 0-0 was just amazing.
It's huge. You saw so much emotion from the fans there for that moment. We know Massachusetts is home to the largest Cape Verdean community, right, in the country. We're talking about 70,000 residents. What's it like for Cape Verdeans here to finally see their country represented at the World Cup?
We are excited and happy, and also being on the world stage is important, not just for the soccer, but also for people to know Cape Verde, understand Cape Verde, the culture, the music, the people. And Cape Verde is a small but rich country, full of energy and full of pride.
Small but mighty.
Mighty.
I love that. We know the next match Cape Verde takes on Uruguay. What's your prediction of that match?
Cape Verde 2-0.
Okay.
Ryan Gomez first half. Second half, either William Samido or Dalen will score.
All right. I'm going to hold you to it. I have a good feeling about that match as well. I know we have to talk about this as well. The Cape Verdean Association of Boston offers several programs to support the community. So what are some of those resources, and how do they uplift Cape Verdean community members, and what is it all about?
We have the Cape Verde Association. We have the first program that we trying to push more is the Immigrant Integration Center, where we welcome new arrivals, integrate them to Boston so they can be a good citizen and a good member of the Boston community. And also we have the Senior Service Program that we support our elders. And also we have a Youth Innovation Center. We do a lot in terms of culture also. We have the festival. The festival this year is going to be August 9th, due to the FIFA having the Fan Fest at City Hall, but we're looking forward to it. We just did a Business Legacy Award where we recognize 22 Cape Verdean businesses that's been in business some 50 years in Boston.
Excellent.
It's just as old as Cape Verde, being independent. So for us, it was exciting. The president of Cape Verde was there.
Wow.
It was very exciting.
That's huge, right? So the association also advocates for the community's needs. What issues are you focused on?
We focus on dual language with Boston Public School. We actually got them to push forward. There's going to be a new program at the Lila Frederick, a dual language program for Cape Verdeans, which will continue to promote the language and preservation of the language, also the culture. Yeah. And we're excited to partner with BPS on that.
Excellent, excellent. The association, I know, has several events coming up here, including its annual Independence Celebration. So what's coming up on the calendar? What should folks know about?
So August 9th will be the Cape Verdean Festival at City Hall Plaza. But before that, July 5th will be the flag raising. Also, we have a small event that day. And also, we're looking to recognize 40 young Cape Verdeans under 40 that's been doing great things in the community, in their job, in their profession, to uplift the power and protection of the young people in the Cape Verdean community. And also we are planning a senior cookout for the seniors in celebration of July 5th, the city of Boston recognizes as Cape Verdean Day in Boston. And then the month of July is the Cape Verdean Heritage Month, so we have a list of events coming. The calendar will come out soon.
Beautiful. We're going to put that information, by the way, on our website, WCVB.com. I want to go back to the World Cup as we get ready to watch that next game. Where will you be watching, and how do you prepare yourself before you watch a match?
I was the first one I was planning to go to Atlanta, but my son didn't want to go, so I stayed with him because I wanted to make that history with him, to have a more meaningful impact for me as a former soccer player, soccer coach. I coached both the Birkin High School, both the male and female team there, and also play college, and also coach college at Mass Bay Community College. So soccer has been my life. I have a soccer team. I'll be watching at home with my friends and family, and my son next to me. As soon as we finish 2-0, we take the ride to Dorchester and celebrate.
I love it. Maybe we'll see you in Dorchester, right?
Yes.
We're rooting for Cape Verde. Thank you so much for being here, Paulo. We really appreciate it.
It was a pleasure being here. Thank you for the invite.
Absolutely.
Go Cape Verde.
Go Cape Verde. Jerseys, cleats, and community connections. The Boston nonprofit helping kids experience the beautiful game for free.